and welcome to vlog number 8. This is Abby Haggard and I'm so glad you're with me today. I have some really great resources to give you and encourage you with. Our vlog is going to be short today. But first I wanted to kind of show you around a little bit. This is our brand new nursery for our foster kiddos that will be with us at some point. We're not really sure when, but we are almost done with our home study, and that's the last stretch of everything. So we should be done by this next week. And they say as soon as you're done, you're licensed and you're ready for a placement. So we should probably start getting calls around then. But our age group is a little smaller, and so our, the chances of getting our age group are kind of slim, so it may take a while, but we are ready and we're prepared, and we're very just excited to be hope to some of these kiddos and to their families, and to work with their families and help them get back on track. So it's going to be quite the adventure. Thank you for continuing to pray with us and for us as we step out into this. We know it will be life-changing. We know it will be difficult, but we're excited, and we really believe it's what God's calling us to do. So anyway, this is the room. Actually, while I was painting this room, I had the next idea for this vlog, actually. And so it was a couple weeks ago, I was painting and getting ready, and I was listening to a book that a friend had recommended to Chris and I. And so we had downloaded it that day, actually, and started listening to it while I was painting. I did it while Chris was at work, and he didn't really know I was painting. So I couldn't really move everything out of the room, so I just kind of crammed it all in the middle and then worked around it and moved things as I painted. It was very efficient. So anyways, while I was painting, I was listening to this book, and the book is actually called Kill the Spider, and it's by Carlos Whittaker. You guys, this book has marked me. It's going to be one that I recommend to everyone on the face of the planet. It doesn't matter who you are. This book will mark you and change your life if you let it. And it goes right along with kind of our heart here on Abby Haggard Vlogs. The whole point of why I do this is to create a culture, a place, a group of people that can come and understand that we are forever students, that we're constantly learning, that we're constantly growing, that we have never arrived, that we always have something new to glean and to grow from. We're truly forever students, and we get better together. We're not just isolated growing people. We have to become together to get better. So this book, so good. Okay, so let me read the back of it to you really quick, so before I get way into this. Okay, so it says, don't let the cobwebs own you. Many of us work hard to be a better person. We strive to live for Christ, only to get caught in a web of bad choices and destructive thought patterns. In Kill the Spider, Carlos describes his journey to knock out deep-rooted habits that were hurting his relationships with others and with God. With laugh-out-loud humor and refreshing vulnerability, Carlos helps you identify the hidden spiders that haunt you, the real causes behind worry, addiction, comparison, childhood loss, or the struggle to receive God's love. Whew, that's a big one. As you replace false beliefs with God's life-giving truths, you will discover a freedom like you've never known before. So get ready to slay every spider in your life. The fight will be fierce, but know that God is on your side, and you will emerge victorious and free. Doesn't that make you just want to get it right now? Some of you are like, no, it doesn't. That's okay. But this is the thing. Here's the thing. When you can create a culture in your heart, a culture, and a way of thinking, a way of believing, a way of processing, if you can create a culture in your heart to say, I don't want to hide anything else. I don't want to sweep anything under the rug. I don't want to live in a world of avoiding things. I'm not going to avoid this pain. I'm not going to try to avoid this conversation. I'm going to confront the things in my life head on immediately. When you can create that kind of culture in your life, you will start to see growth like you have never known before. You will start to experience freedom like you have never known before. You will start to experience true life like you have never known before. Why? Because you are a professional spider killer. Now let me explain this to you. So in this book, he talks about how every time we believe a lie, okay? Now believing a lie could be agreeing with a lie, or it could be not addressing the lie. Like a lie comes in and you just let it stay. You don't take it and realize that this is a lie, this isn't true, and get rid of it in your mind and your heart. So believing a lie is like accepting a lie. It's just receiving it and making it like, okay, this is where I'm at. When you believe a lie, okay, metaphorically, this is all metaphorically, obviously, but a spider is born, okay? A metaphorical spider is born in your life. Once this spider is born, it begins to grow. The longer you let the lie live, and the longer you accept and receive and host the lie, the spider gets bigger and bigger and stronger and stronger. And what do spiders do? They create webs. That's what they do. It's in their nature. That's how they catch things. That's how they trap things. That's how they eat and survive. So our metaphorical spider is now making webs in your life. Now the webs are things that people see. These are the bad habits. These are the bad choices. These are the way you handle, being angry, or the way that you respond to correction, or the way that, you react when your kids, do something that you did as a child, whatever it is. These are the cobwebs, and this is what people see. So these are the cobwebs in your life that people are constantly saying, hey, this is a problem, or your spouse is saying, hey, I can't stand this when you do this, this is a cobweb in your life. And you see them, you clean them up, you ask for forgiveness, we move on. But what will happen later down the road? Another cobweb will come up. Something else will happen. Why? Because you have not killed the spider. The spider is alive and well. The spider is thriving, and the spider is continuing to make messes that you are having to clean up. Why? Because you have not gone after the root of the problem. You have not tackled the lie. You've let the lie live and create things. And you know what? The longer the spider lives, the longer the lie stays in your heart or in your head, the more comfortable you are with it. The more it begins to look like truth, the more it begins to feel familiar, and you're fine with it, and it's just not that big of a deal. And you're just managing cobwebs. You're just cleaning up cobwebs. But that is not freedom. That is, you're a comfortable prisoner, basically, in your own life. When you do not address the things that are trapping you and leading you, you have become a comfortable prisoner to your spiders. So, in this book, I started listening to it. I painted this whole room, like I told you, and in one day, and I listened to this entire book in one day. I mean, I laughed so hard at times. I would laugh and laugh, and then he would start talking about something like just really honest. Like he's very vulnerable, like it says on the back cover. He's very honest about what he went through, what his family went through, all the different things that they struggled with. But then he would start relating to what God was speaking to him about. And I mean, I would have to pause the book because I'd be weeping, like truly by myself in this room, painting with all this stuff around me and paint everywhere. I would just have to stop and cry and just, why did I react that way? Because God was speaking to me about some of the things that were in my life, some of the spiders that I have let live in my life, some of the things that I didn't even realize were still there. I thought I had dealt with them, but I wasn't keeping up on my maintenance. Another thing that he says in this book is baby spiders are easier to kill than big spiders. So even though you might kill a lie and you might go after a lie, and maybe it was a couple years ago and you're like, yeah, I've already defeated insecurity. I've already done that. Like I've handled that. I know who I am. That kind of, confidence. The lies will still come. The lies will still come. And if you're not on it, and if you don't recognize what the lie is and know your truth and know what truth looks like and sounds like and is, if you don't do that, the spider gets to live and the spider gets to get bigger. So after you identify some of the spiders that can start coming into your life, you have to keep up with them. And after you kill them, you have to be watching for them again. You have to be watching for that lie to come back, because if you don't catch it, if it's not something that you're on it, it can start growing again. And you think, I've already dealt with that. And people are going, no, I see all the cobwebs. They're everywhere. And you haven't dealt with it. And like, no, I dealt with that already. Well, why is this here then? Because you weren't doing maintenance. So the minute the lie comes in, the minute the thought of, I'm just really not good enough for so-and-so, or this job is just, it's over my head, I'm not qualified, I can't do it, I'm just not the person for this. I deserve to be treated like that. I'm kind of worthless anyways, and I've always kind of been worthless. My mom told me that, my dad told me that I'm worthless. That's probably just what I am, and so if he's going to treat me that way, that's just what I deserve. The minute that lie can come in and you don't grab it and go, hold on a second, that is not true. That is not what God says about me. That is not who I am. That is not what my identity is. If you can't grab it and do that, you have created a place for that spider to continue to grow. Baby spiders are easier to kill than big spiders, but big spiders aren't impossible to go after. And once you decide and say, I'm going to develop that culture in my life, I want to tackle some of the hard things that I have not wanted to look at for a long time. And maybe your personality, you're not a confronter. You're not a go after it and nip it in the bud kind of person. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It means it's going to be a little bit harder for you, but you're going to do it well. Why? Because you are done living a life of cobwebs. You're done living bound and restricted and lied to. It's time to know your truth. It's time to know your worth. It's time to know who you really are and to live in freedom. Because when you live in freedom, you truly live a life that's worth living. I'm tired of being controlled. I'm tired of being lied to. I'm tired of being insecure and caught up in the cobwebs that can surround me at times. I want to live free. Does it mean that the spiders won't try to come back and lies won't try to come back? No, it doesn't. But at least now I know who they are, and I know what I'm susceptible to, and I know what buttons the enemy will try to push and the enemy will try to lie to me about, and I can conquer them right away, and I can get after them immediately. So I just encourage you to truly think about doing this. And actually, if you are not a reader like me and you like to listen to books, you go on Audible, you can get this book for super cheap. And actually, if you don't have an Audible account and you want to start one, message me below, comment below, and tell me, and I will send this book to you for free. Because if you don't have an account, I'd actually share the book with you and you can get it for free. So that's super cool. So tell me that and I'll get it to you. But I just encourage you, don't allow your spider to live anymore. Go after him. Go after him and get him. Let it be done today. Let it be something that you start the process of tackling these things today. And you know what? You're not going to do it alone. No one does. That's the same thing we talked about a minute ago. We have got to do it together. We're better together. So let's go spider hunting and let's tackle some of these things. And if you ever need prayer, a word of encouragement, someone that you just need to meet up with someone, I would love to connect you with people that can help you grow, that can help you heal, that can help you tackle some of these things. And I would love to believe with you and pray with you. So I'm excited for you. I'm excited for your hunt. And I pray that it goes amazing. And you start it today. You don't put it off another moment. Let's get free. Let's get clear of these spiders and these cobwebs. Let's truly live the life we were given and we were meant to. I love you. I believe in you. And I'm so excited for you. I truly believe that together we are better. We'll see you next month for Abby Haggard Vlogs. Have a great day.